We are back from the dentist. The situation now is good, even though even more swollen, or whatever that's called, you know. Uh, this is the proof they actually try to silence me, to censor me, to close my mouth, but I won't shut up. I will speak the truth, no matter what, as much as they would try to silence me. I've got here two brand new memory sticks, so I'm here to actually film some quantity and quality stuff, talking the truth and only the truth, the best truth out there. Useful or not doesn't matter. The truth usually is painful. That's why I'm in pain right now. And tomorrow, if I'm a gladiator, I will battle with even more pain. That's what they said. Maybe they don't know what they talk about, because I am Costi. So we will find tomorrow if I will be even bigger or not. Let's continue to see what is possible, what's not possible, and by only the truth, let's keep moving on, keep going further and further, straight to the end result, which of course we try to figure out if there is a conversion solution, a conversion kit for boost hubs 148 by 12 to quick release 135 by 10. So let's keep talking, and let's keep exploring, and let's keep reading on Reddit this time. This is Reddit. You can see the page right there. So, converting Sun Regal SRC 148 by 12 boost hub to 135 QR. The compatibility chart show the 135mm by 10 end cap is part whatever code there. This is all I would need to convert the hub to 135 QR, or do I need a new axle too? End cap compatibility, whatever. Let's see what other people think. By the way, this was my first email ever made when I was I think 14, 13, 12 years old. The tiger in the name somehow at that time I thought represent me. I actually liked tigers in their behavior, and even though a lot of people now, and even now more so today, they keep comparing themselves with the alpha, alpha. I'm the lion here, I'm the king of the jungle, and whatever other thing, definition, or behavior which somehow try to express and to describe the most powerful, specimen in the whole variety of specimens If you compare the size of the tiger with the size of a lion, you will see it's much bigger. It has bigger claws, and he's actually the king of the jungle because he actually lives in the jungle, not in savannah. Sorry, you can't censor me, you can't stop me to talk the truth. This is the truth, and I will keep talking as much as possible. This is the consequence of me speaking the truth, but I do this for you. You deserve a better world, and I'm close with my heart to you. Back to the tiger. If you somehow make these two animals too beautiful, both in their way animals, the alpha, the lion, to fight with the tiger, it is proven that the tiger have more power, better agility. He also have that close movement, you know, like hitting with the claws, but the lion usually just try to bite or whatever. It's a bit more not that agile and flexible and whatever. So more so, even about his character, he's somehow on his own. He don't eat what lioness, so the woman hunt for them. They're lazy, you know, they stay like this and the food comes. And he actually eat first the good stuff because he's the lion, he's the king of the jungle. Nasty. You need to be a gentleman, so you let the woman and the cubs to actually try the best food. Anyways, the tiger, when he wants to actually hunt and to hunt for real, for food, for whatever in the jungle, he actually hunt. The lion doesn't hunt, so he's not a hunter. Maybe he join sometimes, but usually the lionesses are hunters. So just as a discussion, even back then I had this somehow in my mind comparison. Tiger Boy, for example, Tiger Boy, the boy tiger, which still today somehow fuel me different moments, different attitudes. Maybe not that direct, that you know, crazy or obsessed about this topic. This is not what I do, but somehow if we talk a bit about animals, that thing was interesting to mention. There is also another animal which I like to somehow compare with, or to actually admire as a as his results, as his presence into the ecosystem, or whatever other interpretations, human interpretations of course, which is the beaver. So he actually find a river, whatever course of water. So what's in his mind? Man, this thing is broken. No other animal do this thing. He's the only one who understands that the nature go wrong. So he actually start to chew the trees, the branches, the whatever. He's starting to chewing them, to arrange one here, one there. This is not good here, let's put this here. Exactly like the entire you know, mountain of irons in my back, in my presence, let's say like this, in my close environment, which of course I can and I usually do this by arranging them to actually create a more dense and even more dense and even more dense accumulation of different parts, bikes, stored and placed somehow one between another, and you can fit there another wheel, you can store there, and from the exterior you can somehow see a mess there, to see there a dam. That's this blockage is called the dam of the beaver. It actually irritate, let's say like this, make people angry, because humans, that's like they are created, and they destroy these dams, they destroy whatever beaver do for the river to flow. One consequence for of the work of the beaver usually are prosperity, the growth of life in that area, and multiple other species which found their home around the work of the beaver. He actually, when he blocked the course of the river, the region around start to flood to create somehow a lake, a swamp, whatever other ecosystem there. There come a lot of other animals, birds, and other insects and whatever, and the life start to actually the quality, the diversity of life start to actually go beautiful like a flower at the right moment. Let's get back to the Reddit and to the subject with boost, because until now we don't have any idea, we don't have any path, any route to solve this equation. We only feel the pressure, we only feel the harshness of the reality of the industry, and also some consequences which are in my case unsuccessful to make me to shut up when the truth need to be spoken. Boost hubs usually have a wider shell, so even if you could swap axle and end caps, the rotor mount and free hub would be 3 mm outward of where they need to be. Your brake caliper doesn't have enough side-to-side adjustment to accommodate, plus the cassette will have terrible chain line. Edit, to be clear, the bearings will also be 6 mm further apart, so the axle won't fit either. Now we read about bearings. Another thing, so if you somehow thought that you manage with the chain line, the whatever, next problem, bearings. I was afraid of that. I looked everywhere for the hub shell width dimension, but came up empty. I ended up ordering the 135 QR hub and will have to lace it up to the existing rim. All this for my son's 20-inch bike. Lol. Unfortunately, not backwards compatible. The whole hub shell is wider for boost, so if you just put QR caps on the hub, it will measure 140 mm end to end. 142 true axle hubs from several manufacturers can be converted to 135. 148 true axle hubs can usually just be converted to 141 QR, which is a weird standard found only on a handful of bikes. Again, as you already are used to, 142, as I did, it's possible, it's somehow easy, acceptable, like a project. It has his own strong points. The only weak point is that the flanges are still standard, so you can name that a weak spoke configuration for 29-inch, whatever, in theory. In practice, I never had any problem with the old standard, either for 29, either for 27, but who am I to judge these things? Shimano actually recommend me to ride faster because I don't have purple discs. Exactly like you can read here, this impression which people usually have and sound like this, which is a weird standard found only on a handful of bikes. So exactly that's the problem with a lot of bikes with a lot of, in general, frames, hubs, wheels, whatever. Shimano represents the standard. He have a lot of models by itself, a lot of other manufacturers go with Shimano, so they have the same standards, but in terms of frames, because Shimano doesn't produce frames, they produce only the components, each one is trying to take an edge, to be a bit more exclusive with his own invention, with his own, as nowadays they are called, particular components or proprietary parts. Alright, so each one of manufacturers creates his own. So, oh, me with mine, you with yours, and the end customers have a handful of bikes with whoever knows what standard, what something like this, which is in essence bad somehow, which is a stupid idea. This is a playground in standards or in what we do with the bikes. You understand the idea. Let's see more. Boost adaptive kits. This look very interesting. Oh yeah, but sadly this is the other way around. So these flanges are the small flanges. So this is a standard hub. The disc, because it's inwards, too much inside, of course you place this spacer so the disc will go into the perfect spot for the boost frame, and this is the continuation of the cup, a bigger cup. This idea is exactly the reverse, which of course we are trying to figure out. But anyways, nice to see that there is this side of story. 2017, also on pinkbike.com. Hi, can anyone tell me if such a thing exists? Basically, I have bought a pre-owned 2014 Chromag Stylus frame that takes 135 QR rear, but I have seen a wheel set on eBay that has a 148 hope boost. Is there any way I can use this? Thanks in advance. Firstly, I want to actually see this frame just by pure curiosity. Oh, so it's not bad at all. It's actually enduro trail, so it's not bad at all, as I said. And actually not a cheap frame also. A cheap, dirty cheap, let's say like this. A dirty cheap frame. Yep, this is the problem, but I will search exactly. So boost 148 x12 who intro I will ask ChatGPT. P. Let's talk with the robot. So boost 148 by 12 was introduced in 2015. SRAM, so the Americans, you know. I knew something about Trek. Alright, so now you see Trek, American. Let me let me joke a bit. These 5 brands, where they belong, what country. So this is enough. United States, United States, United States, United States. There was actually something interesting about this. We tell you what to do, what to play from now on. Before you had the old standard. All right, from now you have the new standard. So you grasshead, you grasshead, if you have a pre-owned 2014 Chromax Stylus frame that is on 135 whatever other standard, alright, SRAM from 2015, alright, from now you can just throw away that frame, or you can stay with those unperformant things, because now we have a new standard. That's what we say. So all you idiots, because Trek, Specialized, Canon del Santa Cruz and Giant, which is in Taiwan, Giant, say that we changed our standard. So the performance is what we say now, is the performance. A wider hub. Alright, me personally, I'm chasing this. And you can't make me stop talking the truth. I said there is a interesting comparison. Some dumb whoever was that who created that joke compared the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 from 1995, 4, 6, whatever, to laugh somehow in the face of Supra, Toyota Supra community, MK4. And he said actually Toyota Supra is not that fast because the Chevrolet had 375 horsepower, Toyota Supra had 320. And all this hype around the Japanese, the Toyota Supra, whatever, but the American power was there. It was faster in a straight line. It was faster on the track, the Chevrolet, whatever. It was faster, it was whatever. Fine. Some people said there, man, but the Chevrolet had a 5.7 liters engine with 375 horsepower, and the Supra had a 3 liter, 3.2, 3 point whatever, with 320 horsepower. So there, you know, what's the consumption of the Corvette, which soaks like a ship, like a train, which drinks gasoline like the whatever, like the Germans drink beer. In any way, shape or form, maybe you know, maybe you don't. We started with our previous, in the beginning, economy, politics, world, industry, whatever other things, just mentioning the Plaza Accord, where Japan in 80s was somehow stopped. The allies said to him, man, you actually lost the war, you tried somehow to overtake us in the economic race or in whatever. Alright, get back to work, but receive less. And then the yen, I don't know exactly what happened, but they started to lose a lot of value, and the Japanese products, whatever with the imports, whatever happened, they were put in their place for their courtesans to actually raise their look to the sky after they worked for it. So Japanese, of course, in the 90s, 1995, whatever, with the Supra, and the Americans with the Corvette, laughed about the Japanese, that the Toyota Supra is overhyped, whatever. But they had a so-called gentleman's agreement, which all the manufacturers in Japan somehow stayed at a level of horsepower, even though they could actually boost it even more with all the guns they had in their proximity. Maybe a political gentleman's agreement, maybe a forced, oppressed rule on them. Who knows? But this arrogant, I have 375 horsepower. Oh, I am faster. Yeah, you have an edge of technology which you can exploit. The other ones no, which you are first, and you use that to control and to suppress those who are below you. And after years and years and years, some idiot like that idiot comes and actually say, oh, I don't understand the hype, comparing it to a Chevrolet, and he actually is proud, you know, the proudness to be an an eagle, an eagle. Is disgusting in my opinion. And of course, maybe this thing here was necessary, maybe don't, but you can see here the effects. This is British, so somehow he also need to adapt to that, needed in 2017, adapt to that thing. So if he somehow needed a more performant wheelset, I'm not actually very on point with the next information, but I don't know exactly when Shimano introduced 29-inch wheel XTR carbon, so 29 XTR carbon, a 29-inch XTR scandium or aluminum, whatever material, was in 2014, 2013, whatever, in that period. This is also a carbon 29-inch XTR Shimano, but the idea is the next one, which I try to express with all these examples and questions in my mind. If Shimano actually or the industry in general, because 29-inch wheel become somehow popular for all the riders in 2010, more so. Gary Fisher, which is American, he actually implemented 29-inch wheel early on 2000s, whatever. So basically the 29-inch was there, but to actually have the manufacturers competing, developing in, you know, not a bad competition, let's say, but each one coming with a more refined, lighter version and whatever, happened around 2010, 2020, 2012, 2014, around there. So the idea is, if I had one of the first frames, good frames, as you see, a 2014 Chromag Stylus Enduro whatever, which was at the standard of 135 whatever, and the industry actually started to create very good wheel sets, carbon 29, carbon 27.5, whatever things, but with boost. So in general, a better wheel, a more performant, more modern, whatever. Man, I want to fit that more modern wheel on my old frame. Not possible because of this standard. If I want to mount a 4-piston 2025 model on this or on even older 2005 frame, disc brake frame, no problem. If you want cranks, no problem. If you want fork, it's possible. How about with the wheels? Not possible. So you either let that frame away, so you buy a new frame from those who actually implemented this solution, and of course to be competitive you needed a Trek, a Specialized, a Cannondale, and of course the mighty Santa Cruz. I don't complain, I have one, which is enough for me. But the idea, to me, it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit of somehow force reinforcement, or whatever it's called, force applied to the masses, which somehow pushed them into the direction to just consume, to buy more, buy new, and actually to don't somehow be allowed to do the things right for whoever pays. Because if I pay a premium price for a premium wheel set, and I paid at that time a premium price for my frame, why don't you let me to use them, to fit them? Why? Because we want to buy you the new frame, which is not that nice from all these crooks. Again, I'm talking here the truth, or I'm trying to present. Let's keep reading, so maybe we find the truth of the impossibility to use boost hubs on standard quick release frames. Which hub? Maybe if the original was converted to be 148, but if it's original 148 hub, unlikely the flange, thus the disk spacing would be out. Try calling Hope technical. Yeah, so nice. Hope again. Hope. Thanks. Whatever. Let's watch also. This is the Chinese. Buy everything your mind can imagine. Everything on this earth which can be useful or not, which is nice or not, small, big thing, you find here at the Chinese factories. So let's say 148 boost conversion kit. Let's see, maybe we find. So this is a reverse from non-boost, as you see here. We will approach all of them here from 15 by 100 to 15 by 110, from 12 to 142 to 12 by 148. This disc is the difference, 10 millimeters, you know, that's how you read, 10 millimeters added for disc to not is a 5 millimeter, because it's 5 millimeter one side, 5 millimeter one side, so it's a half centimeter spacer which go to one side, so the disc is there, as you can see here. This is the idea. All right, so not our thing. Let's keep going on. Let's search for the truth. The same thing. What's this? Alright, so these are only the axles, which in our case not important. You can see here the idea is either to make it longer, either to change the width, 9, 10, 12, whatever. So it's parallel with our subject, nothing important there. DT Swiss. The same thing, from 115 to 110, 15, from 142 to 148. We need exactly the opposite thing. But of course we can see here DT Swiss, Hope, whatever, no Shimano until now. Maybe we will find something, who knows, even though I doubt. What's this? Bicycle through axle adapter hub converter for whatever bike, rim, wheel throwing stand adapter. Alright, so this is an adapter to make your wheel centered when you I don't know, re-spoke, or when you bent it. Nothing interesting for me. The same opposite thing, this is exactly the same thing, but it's a an adapter from the 6 bolts pattern to Shimano or whatever other Formula center lock, so only with this nut here you lock the entire disc. Interesting, again, from 15 to boost. We need from boost because we want, that's the idea, I insist. So we want to install on our frames a modern, an upgraded, a better wheel set, carbon, wider, whatever, on our old frame, to actually install older wheels on a new frame with a shorter base, so less strength, even though I don't have a problem with strength for those who have in theory. So to install on new frame old wheels, you don't, it sounds a bit not right, not performant, not whatever, not justified, let's say like that, even though maybe it is, and there are a lot of examples when it is. But the other way around, to actually fit modern, engineered, filtered and proved to be good wheels after 5-10 years of development and testing and whatever on the old frames, quick release frames, that's interesting. But we don't actually can do this. Hope Mavic DT Swiss, from which we expected this solution, we don't know what they do, but in this situation, of course, you can understand in general Shimano's position. So when there's something to come about with some cups, with whatever nice thing, custom, whatever, they stay in their place. The other guys use whatever, so you could actually say, oh, I love Hope products because they have that special thing, that one, whatever, attention to details or whatever, that adaptability, that kits, that whatever conversion, you know, whatever. Shimano, boring. Oh, I don't like. They are there. Oh no, Shimano, no. So this you can observe on your own. We don't see anything about Shimano, which I don't try to say is not like that. It is exactly like that. Exactly like in the beginning, when we spoke about a bit more about tanks, about the comparison between Tiger 2 and the IS3, and about my experience, which I needed to adapt somehow to make that Tiger 2 work, because the IS3, in my opinion, was crap, with no gun, only with armor. I don't need armor, I want to shoot with no armor, and I didn't have armor, but I could shoot. I adapted to that, and in the same thing, you can say, alright, that's stupid, that's BS, that doesn't value anything, which is exactly like you observe. So the only thing is not to compete technically on paper. Of course, Hope, Mavic, Novatec have a lot of more options, conversion kits, whatever. What does Shimano have? Who knows? Nothing. They have zero, nothing. They are useless. Alright, what we can do in this situation, because Shimano don't create anything, don't offer anything, go with Hope. No. Go with Mavic. Go Novatec. Sometimes, but in this case, I go with Shimano. So, I need to adapt. I need to survive. I need to succeed. I need to make it possible. So because that's what I need and that's what I want and I try to adapt, let's keep searching and looking for solution in the Chinese market. Oh my god. This is the idea I presented you before. You can see this axle is inserted straight into the frame. So as you can see, this is the frame on both sides or whatever sides, and basically don't have that end nut, which of course you can screw in or whatever. So if this thread here damages the frame, again a big problem, you need to adapt. So this is actually only the axle. Let's not lose time with this details. Axles for Novatec. Which does not help us in any way, shape or form, because they are just axles. We also need cups. We also need to do something with that disc, with that cassette. But you can see in theory, Shimano, XD, Shimano, whatever. The same things. This is the somehow revised Chinese version of the DT Swiss axle. The system, you know, what I showed you, that you can somehow twist and reset the position. Just a second, I need to take a break. Kyozer, so something like this would be in a way or another interesting or useful. Cups, different cups. So this is I don't know who used this, even though they could be useful. I can't think to anything. I don't need only the caps. So alright, different caps. Of course you can adjust them a bit, so maybe machine a bit from this side, create a thread somewhere, you know, weld something, press them, drill, whatever, cut, whatever. Interesting. So until now, this is the most interesting, you know, parts conversion cups, whatever, selling shop or website we see until now, but not useful, sadly. Also as this one, it's also Kozer whatever brand. So this is just plug and play. You put this there or put that or whatever, but in our case it's just a joke, nothing useful. And it's going on. Oh, we ended. Alright, I have another idea. So let's ask ChatGPT the next thing. For example, translate me from English to Chinese. The next sentence, because I want to search, oh my god, on Google a Chinese product which maybe I find on an exclusive Chinese website. From 148 boost hub kit to 135 QR quick release. Search. Chong chong ching chong chong chang 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 quang quang quang. If this sounds somehow extreme, so to translate to whatever, to search there, in the mother of China, in the mountains of China, maybe we find there a conversion kit. You can you can keep calm, keep chill. I don't think it's possible, but in the in the past, when I actually thought about all these possibilities, with the paranoia, maybe I find somewhere in Japan, in China. I didn't search, I didn't translate it, but whatever, now I do it live, so I'm creative now, and I actually try to find live on camera if we find something, or maybe to find a video, which of course we will also do. We'll enter on YouTube, on Google, on whatever. You have there in left, up in left, the Google search. We will also use the standard artificial intelligence assistant to somehow guide us through all this mass of information, because he has a big speed to process big quantities of you know, data of whatever. So maybe the intelligence artificial Western whatever platform can tell us the solution. We want the solution. You can ask the robot whatever and he will tell you the truth. You can ask the golden fish whatever you want and there it is. Let's see if it's possible. But now we have the translated thing, so let's see what we find. I'm actually afraid to join all these shady or whatever it's written here, shady web pages, but let's see. So this is the other way around, from 135 to 148. The caps of Taobao.com. Taobao. Show me Taobao. Let's check Taobao. Whatever you want is here. For those who don't know why I skip this kind of axle stuff, let's see how a Shimano axle look like. So 148 12 Shimano axle. Cap and cones, let's say like this, cap, cones. So we also need to see the bearings, the whatever. Alright, we don't find anything. How can we search? Spare part. This is an exploded view, which can be useful. What hub is this? No, I think the other one is. So this one is good. You actually can see. So Discovery Japan Mall, Shimano repair parts axle. This is exactly somehow what we try to see now, but if it's possible to actually find here a kit, more so. So the axle of Shimano, as you can see here, it have a thread. This cap here, it's locked, it's bonded, it's pressed, whatever. So the balls rolls on this piece here. It's a concentric, whatever, concave, not convex, surface. There is also one more here in the interior of both this part and both this hub body, and the balls of course on both sides are convex, so they sit there and whatever. But if you see the difference between this axle, which have thread here, this part here is threading on this, the other one is the counter nut, so two nuts are somehow twisted one into another, so this thing does not get loose, so it disassemble into the movement. Let's write here 148 conversion kit. Yep, interesting. Let's write like this: 148 boost kit. Awesome, the same zero. Anyways, this is another Shimano model. of the axle, but I don't know this body, so who knows what oh, you can see here. So it's not with thread, it's not with whatever, but I don't know this hub shell, which model is, so don't know. Maybe road version. Oh, this one. So this is the perfect example. So us watching the axles, of course you can see a difference between this one with these two pieces who go into this thread. Of course this one is locked here. We also have the balls, etc, etc. And why this crap with no thread, just some whatever thing there, so you can't use this cup. This one is not unthreadable, so where do you find the other one? Of course you would somehow need two of them to make a special thread like this on one of them. Alright, so you can somehow, I don't say this for sure, but it's not impossible. Alright, you can make a axle like this to somehow be used, but not this axle, and in the end to somehow ask yourself why you solved whatever axle situation, but what you do with all those others problems, which of course we can see make the thing impossible. Let's search more. So sorry Taobao, sorry Taobao. Let's keep looking in China. This is the reverse system. This is the reverse system. Reverse system from small to big. Whoever knows what. This somehow looks interesting, you know. This actually looks somehow in some way with whatever, but what to do with that I don't know. I have no idea, actually no idea. QR, quick release, different body shells, whatever is this. Yeah, it doesn't work. DT Swiss, whatever. I don't have DT Swiss, so if you somehow solve this problem for DT Swiss, contact the DT Swiss community. I don't have any clue how this thing actually give me the peace of mind I'm looking for. I've got no idea. Fine, let's somehow risk to enter few of these Chinese whatever it's called here, only by curiosity. Oh my god, PDF, no PDF, we don't need PDFs, we need products. I want to buy, not to read. So anyway, we don't have Chinese stuff. Let's try in Japan now. Chuang, quang, 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 chuang, quang, quang. An axle. Nice. An axle. This is the reverse from small to big. Axle small to big. The same thing to extend somehow the short hub to fit in the boost frame. The same thing. This looks interesting. Let's take a look. Yeah. I don't know what's this, but it has multiple layers here. And I don't know what's that, but it looks nice. Maybe that thing is this thing, and this thing is... Oh, so just from small to big again, but not from big to small. So from 148 to standard quick release 135. Again, from small to big, small to big, small to big, axles, axles, axle, 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 small to big. This is just a whatever average nothing. Small to big, and the last one axle. Let's try some also web pages around here. Oh, AliExpress Japan. Adapters. From small to big. Again, from small to big. Small to big, 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 small to big. Axles, small to big, axle. Axle. Oh, this looks nice. A conversion for what's this? Oh, so from 100 to boost, and from 142 to boost, so we can fit the center lock disc, but whatever we need to do the exact opposite. So from 148 to 142, we don't need any pieces like this. We somehow have a too big hub shell, hub body, and we need to basically somehow eliminate some material to cut a bit of the hub. So now, because maybe you think a bit, oh man, so I have a big hub body with a big cassette, whatever. Cut a bit from it, cut a bit, and you place the disc whatever. And one rule, which I didn't said, but of course I say now to be very clear, so let's not interpret it or whatever, even though we don't have any success until now, but let's be said somewhere there. So because I actually said no modifications to the frame, so no filling, no cutting, no chopping a bit, the new, the old frame, whatever, nothing. The carbon, the aluminum, nothing. My frame, your frame, no. Even though I had a bit of, I was tempted a bit to experiment in this way. Hopefully the frame is untouched by me or by any other person. So if we don't touch, if we don't cut, if we don't destroy or adapt because we make a custom whatever invention here, the same thing applies to the hub. So no destruction to the hub, please, to the frame, please, whatever, to the wheel, to the disc. The only thing which you or me actually had somehow a yes to be modified was that small piece adapter for disc brake on a bike which is even older, and you know, it's cheap, it's $6, $5, something like that, and no problem if you chop that. Otherwise, the frame, no. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this disc adapter 180. Which of course, let's say it looks like this. And this, $12. It's red, it's from reverse, whatever. I can find it a cheaper one at $5. So you got the idea. A thing like this, of course, no problem. If there is the solution to chop, wap, a thing like that, but it still holds strong, so it's not crazy, you know, you tap the brake and you jump. Oh, nice idea, you chopped and you grinded that brake adapter or whatever. So no damage to the hub. And if this is clear, I raise the step even higher. Are you ready for this? I will ask again, are you ready? So the whole system to actually be reversible, so you can make it work with no damage to the hub, no damage to the frame, no damage to nothing, basically to nothing, no damage to nothing. You make it work for 135 quick release by 10, and after you finished, if you say, for example, man, I don't like this frame, whatever, either I want to sell those wheels, either I want to put the wheels on the other frame, which is boost, which is 148 by 12, whatever. How can I do that? Non-invasive, reversible, and whatever, and also possible, you know, somehow. So these limits again: no damage to the frame, no damage to the hub, and reversible. So you can very easily, when you want, swap from 135 situation to 148. No spokes, no spokes cut, tension, whatever, so no tricks like that. So no harm to the wheel, to the spokes, to the hub, to the whatever. Let's keep looking in Japan. From small to big, axle, small to big, small to big, small to big, small to big. From small to big, obviously, small to big, 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 small to big. What's this? Don't know. A hub, whatever. Small to big, axle, axle, three hubs, axles. Oh, this looks nice because it's wider, whatever. Axles, we don't care. Axle. small to big, uh, axle. What's this? Oh, so this is for the crank. Oh, margin through axle adapter. What's this? I can't understand. Anyways, small to big, axle, different cups. We don't need cups, of course. You can find thousands of different, you know, whatever, not a problem, but we need different stuff. Let's go. Let's take another break. Okay, back, but not for long, because it's very late. I have to actually eat and take some antibiotics. And let's keep checking the Japanese market, because we had few other pages, and after that we will continue with the next episode, doing the same boring stuff as you see here. Everywhere our minds can actually think, there is a solution hiding. So we are somehow looking for the solution. If it hides on the Japanese market, if it hides on YouTube, if someone popular or unpopular, known or nobody, a nobody did it, maybe there is some information, some product, something. Until now, only adapters, axles, cups, from small to big again, cups, free hubs. This is just an adapter, you know, from 15 to 12, as you can see here. So basically just a reduction, nothing useful in our case, in our journey, in our investigations. To be honest, this thing is interesting. Into this moment I think about this product, useful or not into this situation. I don't think so, because we have too much material, so no need to add nothing. But I like the idea, and maybe I can use this with other occasion. So just being here and researching, of course, we can also expand our perception, our possibilities, our whatever. And also the price is $4, which is interesting, even though I don't need such thing in our boost thing or not. I see this and I like the colors. Maybe one day I will buy some of them. From small to big again, disc converter, adapter, whatever. basically the same and same and same thing again and again and again, repeating. I don't even know who Hasns is, Mukti, Kozer, I know, whatever, but a lot of things, the same crap again and again and again. What's this? Also, we have here the dimensions. A spacer like this. Man, I can create these spacers in this spacer in my basement if needed. Yes. With this occasion, no, because from 12 millimeters we need to reduct to 10, so no need for that. I open here a page. What's this? A hub. With some cups. Yeah, nothing interesting. A lot of cups, a lot of axles, but I can't see an escape. Let's say like this, an escape, and actually I think these were all the pages on Japan.aliexpress.com. So yep, this is the last page. Amazon Japan. Let's use Amazon Japan. What's on Amazon Japan? DT Swiss and whatever. Let's start with whatever. This is a PDF. What? What? And I need a boost converter, whatever. Do we speak Chinese? Can't we understand each other? I wrote in Japanese, 148 boost. What's this? dtswiss.com Japan. Let's translate into Romanian. This is just a, selling point. So no kits, not whatever. Amazon. I actually screw you back, Amazon, because with eBay I have a very bad experience, let's say like this. So in my opinion, eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, but to stay there over the ocean, they banned me on my IP and other IPs, internet IPs, on my email, on my name, on whatever. And guess why? For basically nothing. And I'm not the only one. There are a lot of Americans which somehow, not knowing the automate algorithm of eBay, they got banned for life. Not my problem. I don't cry about this thing. I don't actually even care that much. But for someone, an old man today, if I explain to him about eBay, they ban me, maybe he would ask what's that to ban, what that means. Oh, they blocked, they restricted my access to sell whatever. Oh, whatever. Yeah, this new generation, whatever they do. And also, if I would somehow talk to the future generations, dude, I was banned on my time on eBay. Why? Because somehow automatic whatever banned for life. They may be thinking, oh man, this was an infractor, a bad man. Oh, he made something. No, me and other Americans basically get caught. Not my problem. Their site is a lot of information there. Just saying my opinion about also eBay platform and Amazon and other conglomerates. AliExpress, as I said, I placed few orders on their website, which is of course a copy of Amazon, but as I said, just a short mention to show to the eBay administrators, crooks who own the company, that here in Romania we couldn't care less if they ban us for life or for multiple lives or for whatever. So this was alright. So this is aliexpress.com.